Hi, I'm Keeley271, and basically this first video, is an intro video slash review video. Mostly my channel will be construed of console and game reviews, somewhat comedy, and maybe some entertainment, I don't know. But hopefully you enjoy this. I mean, this is to let you know, should I play this game, should I rent it, should I buy it, should I let my children play the game, that kind of thing. So, but first, I think we'll start off with the Wii. Now, I don't know if many people would actually like this, especially considering they may play Xbox and PS3, but I actually like the Wii, because you have a lot of options when you have the Wii. You can play not only Wii games, but you can play GameCube games and older games. Basically, the way you play GameCube games on the Wii is you have to have a GameCube memory card and a GameCube paddle. So, and it's not that difficult, and they're not that expensive considering they're older, but that's all you really need, and they have slots for on the very top of the Wii, so it's not that difficult to find where to put them. And as for putting the disc in, it just goes in like a regular Wii disc. And it plays very well, actually. I've never really had trouble with it playing any of my discs, so if you want to keep your old GameCube games but still play Wii games, that's a good option. Still play newer games, that's a really good option. I liked it. Another thing about the Wii is you can play other games through the Wii. I don't know if it's like the Xbox way or not. I know you use a point system, but I mean, my brother and I got 3 games. One was Dragon's Curse, which we never ever play because we don't understand how to play it. But one of them was Donkey Kong Country, which we have not played forever, and it was amazing to play that again. It's still as fun as it was back then. We also got, like, the old Mario, the legit Mario. So, I mean, that's a good way to keep your favorites from older times with you. And it's not that hard. I mean, you play Donkey Kong Country with the GameCube paddle, and it's not that difficult. But for Mario, you have to have your Wii, and you just hold it like a regular controller. Like you would, like, here would be the directional buttons, and here would be the A-B buttons, would be the 1-2 buttons. So it's not that bad. As for games, they have a good amount of good games. I'm only going to review 2 this time, considering it's going to be a short video, and I need to practice. So this is also my practice video. The first one I really want to talk about is a newer game. It's called Monster Hunter's Try. I've never really finished playing it yet, but I actually kind of really like it. You can do a lot in this game, and it's not just about doing the missions, obviously, but that is the main goal. You have to defeat monsters in order to make your equipment stronger, get better equipment, get better charms. You have to support the village by getting them food and everything, by sending out to fish and growing things. So it's not just very linear. It's not very linear. You can do a lot of different things. You can put off quests. You don't have to do quests, etc. I mean, and also it has a multiplayer version, or an online version where you have to go to a city, but I've never been able to play that version, considering I've been having trouble hooking my Wii up to the internet. But I would suppose it'd be a lot more fun considering you have a lot more people to play the game with, especially on more difficult missions. This is rated T, which I understand which I think is a very good rating, considering you do have some blood. I don't think you have cursing very much, so use of alcohol, yes, and violence, definitely. So, I mean, this is more geared toward teens. Do not buy this for your younger child, because there is blood, alcohol usage, and there's a lot of violence in this game. But overall, I'd say this is a very fun game. There's a lot of different customability options. Yeah. And you can also play online too, so if you get that working, please tell me how to do it. I've never been able to do it, and I want to try it so bad. The last game I'm going to talk about today is Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. I've actually played this game and beaten it, so I know pretty much what I'm talking about when it comes to this game. It's rated E, and it's made by rated E, so, I mean, it's basically good for all ages. Younger kids can play it because there's no curse words, there's no blood. There's fantasy violence and mild language. But I mean, I don't think I've ever actually heard any curse words. The closest that I think I've ever heard was dastard. Dastard. Darstard. I don't even think that's a curse word at all. But I mean, this is also, you have also a lot of options in this game as well. Because, unlike other games that are similar to it, well, first let me talk about how the way it plays. If you've ever played Final Fantasy Tactics or Tactics Advance, you'll know how to work the units and the gameplay in this, because it's very similar. But unlike that, you do not have any jobs, but you have a ton of units you can choose from. So it's not like you're going to be majorly disadvantaged in any way. But I think the storyline in Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn is a lot better. It's a lot better than Tactics Advance or Tactics. I can certainly understand it better. So that is one thing I like about it. Another thing I like about it is you get to choose who you want. You're not stuck with, with only 5 people. You have actual more people to choose from. You can increase their levels. You can make them or not. You don't have to use that person, so it's not required that you increase their level or anything like that. What else to say about this game? There's no online player. There never will be, I think. Because with a game like this, obviously you don't have online player. There's no way to use an online player mode in this game, or a 2-player mode. But also, this has more replayability than the other game, I would say, because, well, no, actually this has some, while the other one has a lot more. Simply because, I mean, you can replay it with different characters, you can get more things the second time through, or third time through, whatever. So, I mean, it's just all about how many times you go through it and what different things you do. It's not a bad game. It's pretty fun. Style in this is cartoony, yeah, but considering it's for E, I understand why you want to appeal to the children or younger set. It's still a fun game for people who are not 10. Believe me, I find a lot of enjoyment, and it's actually very hard after a certain point. So, the games that I talked about today were, Monster Hunter Tri, which is a lot of replayability, a lot of customization. You do not have to do the storyline, like the main quest, right off. You do not have to do that. Although it is rated T, there's some blood, there's some use of alcohol, and definitely violence. Definitely violence. Do not get this for your younger kids. What else? You can play online with this game that you can't do with this game. So, I would advise, as for buying them, I would definitely, personally, I would buy both, considering that this one has a great storyline. You can play it through. Different things are going to happen. You can get different things. It's more linear than this, but you're still not going to get bored. This, you have a lot to do. You've got a lot of customization. You can create your own character. You can create them however you want. You can play online. You can change your items. You can change your weapons. You can change a lot of things. It's just a lot of fun. And you can play different quests with your friends. So I would suggest buying both, personally. And that is the end of this video. Let me know how I did, anything I can improve, anything I can do so it makes more sense. But constructive criticism will be helpful, considering this is my first time. Well, bye.